I just did a video about the guy in Times Square that sped off on the police and hit a police in the process while they were trying to chase him. And then I likened it somewhat to the situation about approximately 5 years ago when a whole bunch of police, it was caught on video, when they gunned down a homeless man that was wielding or at the very least just carrying a knife. And I said, you know what, let me find that footage, maybe do another video on it, because at the time there was raw footage that showed like the row of those police, just like it looked like what do you call it, like an execution, when like just a whole line of people just fire upon one person. It looked just like that, I'm telling you. But I could not find that footage anymore. And it just had me thinking, like, I looked up the story. Now what's still, at least on YouTube and stuff, are video where people are talking about it and they're saying that he had a knife and he was in public. But I mean, if I remember that video correctly, it showed the man kind of just standing there. He wasn't like running around catching havoc, playing stabby go around with everybody and stuff like that. And New York City, shit like that does happen. Don't get me wrong. We had a dude one time that was taking a hammer and just banging upside people's heads or whatever. I think the cops might have deaded him too or something, whatever. But the point I'm making is that we don't really hear much of this story, and it was one of the most brutal and graphic police execution videos I have ever seen. I'm telling you, because it was literally like an execution style video. Like, you got the man on the wall with the blindfold on, and you got like a row of people just firing upon him rather, firing him from life. You're fired, go to heaven. It was just crazy, and I can't find anything about it. And it just got me thinking, like, when we have, and I don't even remember if the guy was black, white, Puerto Rican, I have no idea at this point, I forget. But the point is, when we have these police shootings and police brutality and stuff like that, more times than not, an uproar is made, and there's marches and people that want justice and everything. But then I was thinking about this situation. This one kind of like came and went. I can't even find the video anymore. They untook the videos down of it, and it was like brutal. It was crazy. It really looked nuts. And they're shooting and kids and everybody around at one person. It's easy with that many police, probably like 6, 7 of them. If they're all trying to shoot in a triangulated direction, one of them could miss. Bullet could go this way, could go that way, could hit someone else. It was crazy. But then I thought about it. I'm like, well, the operative term about the victim of this situation was it was a homeless man. And a homeless man that they said was mentally deranged. Man might not have been mentally deranged. That might have been cover story to excuse them or whatever. Who knows? But then it just got me thinking, I guess I'm just saying, be kind to people. If you know someone out there that's in the street, especially this wintertime, struggling, needs something to eat, even if they're going to get a beer to keep themselves warm, hit them off with $1 or 2 or something, man. Because these homeless people, to tell you what, man, you could say a lot of them are lazy. A lot of them are lazy. Fuck it. Let's face it. A lot of them may just be mentally deranged and may not have family to help them. But it got me thinking, like, a big reason there was probably not much justice for this particular individual is because he probably didn't have anyone that really had his back, hence his living condition that he was in at the time, and maybe hence what attributed to his mental condition that had him out there bugging out with the knife out or whatever. I don't know all the details, but I just wanted to come on camera and talk about that, just to say, like, yo, if you know someone, or if you know of someone that is in need and is out there struggling and don't really have anything, you know what I'm saying? Show them some love. 50 cents, $1, $10, whatever. Sometimes it's moreover, it's not about the money, because I mean, at least in New York, you got food lines, you got soup lines, you got places where they can get a little meal. It's just the sentiment, just to let them know, like, yo, there's somebody out here. I don't even have to know you, but there's somebody that cares for you to some level. Because these people, a lot of them, they don't have any of that right there. And that story of that police execution of a homeless man, right, that he did have a knife, but I mean, it just got me thinking about that, because that is like buried under the rug, under like tons of paperwork, probably never to be seen or heard of again. So I just wanted to come on again and say that real quick. You know what I'm saying? You know somebody in need, show them that you care.